Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about computation of pension, taxable pension. Okay, you should always remember whenever you have to calculate taxable pension, you have two types of pensions. One is commuted pension and the other one is uncommuted pension. That word commuted means surrendered pension. Okay, uncommuted means non-surrendered pension. Now, surrendered pension here means, see, pension is a retirement benefit which is received at the time of retirement. Now, when you're receiving pension, you have two options. Either you can receive it in part, or that is on periodical basis, on monthly basis, or you can receive it on, in lump sum. Okay, so these are the two options which you have. Now, supposing you are entitled to receive a pension of 10,000 every month. Okay, now out of this 10,000, I go for 50% is commuted, 50% is uncommuted. 50% is commuted, 50% is uncommuted. Okay, uncommuted means 50% of this 10,000 will be 5,000 I will receive per month. And instead of the other 5,000, instead of receiving per month, maybe I am getting around 8 lakhs, okay, as commuted pension. Okay, so this is commuted pension and this 5,000 is uncommuted pension. This is 5,000 per month. Okay, so commuted pension means pension which is surrendered and uncommuted means pension which is not surrendered. And when you're calculating taxable pension, you should add both commuted pension and uncommuted pension. Now, so first let's look into the tax treatment for uncommuted pension, that is not surrendered pension. For uncommuted pension, you should see if whether the employees are government employees or non-government employees. The entire amount is fully taxable. Okay, now moving on to commuted pension. For commuted pension, you need to make use of this chart. If the employees is a government employee, then again it is fully exempt from tax. When on the other hand, if the employee is non-government employees, you need to see two scenarios, whether the employee is receiving gratuity or if the employee is not receiving gratuity. Then if the employee is receiving gratuity, whatever is the amount of pension, from that you should minus least of the following. Okay, now least of the following here is actual commuted pension received. Like let's take the case, what is the actual commuted pension? In this case it is 8 lakhs. So here you will write it as 8 lakhs or 1/3 of full value of commuted pension. Now 80 lakhs, 8 lakhs is 50%. So if I have to calculate 100% of pension, if I am commuting 8 lakhs into 100 divided by 50. So 8 lakhs into 100 divided by 50, I will get as 16 lakhs. So if I had commuted the entire pension, I would have got 16 lakhs. Whereas I have commuted only 50%, which is 8 lakhs. So here actual commuted pension received is 8 lakhs or 1/3 of full value of commuted pension. Full value of commuted pension is 16 lakhs. So 1/3 of full value of commuted pension, which is 16 lakhs. Okay, I hope you understood the difference between these two. So first thing, if it's commuted pension, you need to see if the non-government employee is receiving gratuity or not. If the employee is receiving gratuity, then least of the following is exempt. Actual commuted pension received means this is the actual amount which he's got. Okay, for whatever pension he's commuted, 50%, 40%, whatever it is. So in this problem, I said you 8 lakhs. So 8 lakhs will be over here. Or 1/3 of full value of commuted pension means if he had commuted, the pensioner had commuted the entire amount of pension, 100%, then whatever is the 100% of the value. Here in this case, it is 16 lakhs. The 1/3 of that value, you will write it over here. Okay, similarly for an employee who is not receiving gratuity, least of the following is exempt. Here again, actual commuted pension received, 8 lakhs is the actual amount, so you'll write 8 lakhs or half of full value of commuted pension. So instead of 1/3, it will be half of full value of commuted pension. In this case is 16 lakhs. So this is how we calculate taxable pension. So finally, when you're calculating taxable pension, you will add commuted plus uncommuted pension. Okay, so after you add this, whatever amount you get, that will be your taxable pension. Right? I'll repeat it again. Pension is a retirement benefit and pension is of two types. One is commuted pension, one is uncommuted pension. Commuted pension means pension which is surrendered and uncommuted means you have not surrendered it. Okay, now tax calculation for both is different. Now first we'll see the tax treatment for uncommuted pension. Uncommuted pension, whether the employee is a government employee or a non-government employee, it is fully taxable. Whatever pension you're receiving on a monthly basis is fully taxable. Now moving on to commuted pension, Again, if the employee is a government employee, it is fully exempt from tax. If the employee is a non-government employee, then you need to see two scenarios. If the employee is receiving gratuity or if the employee is not receiving gratuity. If the employee is receiving gratuity, then a least of the following is exempt. Whatever is the pension amount, commuted pension amount, from that you should minus the following. Okay, least of the following: actual commuted pension received, whatever is actual amount he is receiving, or 1/3 of full value of commuted pension. Assume that 100% of pension he is given away. So if he gives away 100%, whatever is the full value of pension into 1/3. Like in this case, I said 50% was given away. So 100% of pension will be 16 lakhs. So 16 lakhs is the full value of commuted pension. Okay, so in this 1/3, if I do, whatever amount I get, that has to be written over here. Then, on the other hand, if the employee is not receiving gratuity, again, least of the following is exempt. First is actual commuted pension received. Okay, in this case, it was 8 lakhs, the same 8 lakhs, or half of full value of commuted pension. Full value of commuted pension means full value of the entire pension amount if you had surrendered. So, half into, in this case, it is 16 lakhs. So, half into 16 lakhs you do, and that value you have to write it over here. Okay, so finally remember, whenever you're calculating taxable pension, you should add both commuted pension as well as uncommuted pension.